Yo, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Sorry about the wait, guys. I think we're ready to finally come online for a new day of streaming. Yo, what's up? Welcome back to Vencabot, Adventure Island action. My name is David. Yo, we're quite late getting started today. It's the Christmas Eve weekend I just got off of here. I went to a couple of Christmas parties. I still have one tomorrow to go to. It's quite a lot of stuff. I didn't get a whole lot done over the weekend as much as I would like anyway. So our stream's getting a little bit late started here. A little bit of a late start. Okay, I got my hatchet now. Let's kill some fuckboys. Let's try not to hit too many of these rocks. So I haven't played this game in a while, guys, and as usual, I'm going to find over time, I'm sure, that I am nowhere near being ready for this game, man. This game is a monster. This game is a monster. It belongs in an asylum, not in my NES. I've got this rock here now, or stones or fireballs, whatever. They're pretty clutch. As soon as you lose these rocks, it's over, dude. That's your game. Hope you had fun. We got him right now, though. That's really all that matters. So this game has a cheat code in the manual. It's not really a cheat code, really. It's in the manual. It says that if you look hard enough in the first stage, you can find a B power-up that gives you unlimited continues. So we've been playing this game basically on hard mode. Right? You could beat the game. Basically, we've been doing high score runs, where the whole premise... Did I get the banana of lies? Where the premise is to, you know, go until you die. And that's pretty stressful. This game is very difficult, man. It's a very, very high-stress game. That's why I love it so much. It's very well-balanced. It's always exciting. I feel like modern games are too easy. It kind of lacks that tension that adds interest. That's how I feel, anyway. That being said, this game can be very, very high tension. Sheen says, yo, what's up, bruh? Hope you have a safe holiday and Merry Christmas. Keep rocking. Thank you, Sheen. Like always, I hope you have a good Christmas, dude. It's Christmas Eve. Tomorrow's the big day. So I've already had most of my parties. I only have one thing left to do tomorrow. So we're going to get started a little bit late tomorrow as well. I'm pretty exhausted, guys. But that's the season, right? That's the season. Is that a skateboard? Yeah, fuck that shit. Watch out for the clouds of lies. In this game, the clouds that have a light blue underside don't move. And the ones that have a dark blue underside do move. Also, if you guys have been viewing this channel for a long time now, you realize you know pretty well how this works. But this game is full of secret power-ups that can only be unlocked, that can only be seen, basically, by jumping where they are. You have to walk where they are and then jump. Otherwise, you don't ever see them. Which is weird. And the only way to know they're there, so you can jump on them, is to throw your weapon. And if your weapon stops in midair, it's because it's colliding with an invisible object. And then you can, of course, you know, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? You can go to that spot and jump to find a hidden item. I think I wasted a bunch of time there. I have to be careful here. There's a fish of lies. You want to kill him like that. Ah, fuck. It's alright. He's kind of hard to kill. Before, I'd found a pretty good tactic for killing him, I forgot what it was. Hey, what's up, here goes? How you doing, dude? Hope you had as good a weekend as I did. Maybe even better. Because I am oh, my fuck! This one's gonna move. I am tired. But again, that's just a season, man. This is a season. Everybody's tired. Well, got kinds of stuff to get done, right? Since I ever got my Christmas presents on lock, some Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Morphers came in Saturday when I worked at GameStop. Morphers. GameStop. Is there a Power Rangers game that involves morphing? Here goes says, my weekend was pretty disappointing, but not bad disappointing, huh? How's that? Didn't get what you want from Santa Claus, or what? Okay, you gotta walk up to the flames to bait the bats to come down. If you try and jump over the flame with a bat on the other side, you are dead. So you kind of have to know the trick, which is to walk up to the fire, to bait the bat, kill the bat, and then you can carry on. You get so many points for killing guys with a fairy, or I guess it's called the honey girl in this game. Not really a fairy so much as it's a honey girl. Okay. feel like I missed something important. I did. I missed a bonus stage. Okay, gotta go very carefully here. Here. This is an egg you don't want to destroy. But there's a secret item here you do want. Yeah, that egg there will kill you. You just gotta know these kind of things. It takes experience, guys. Fuck, I missed a power up there. Oh, fucking hell. It's all good. I apologize about not reading the chat as much as I would like to, guys. This game is very, very high tension. I love it. I love this game to death. I think it is maybe one of, if not the best platformer of all time. You know, I should say classic platformer. I think this game is hugely underrated as a unsung NES classic. I think this guy, you know, Master Higgins deserves to be among the ranks of, you know, Mario and Sonic and all them. My PC is still not fixed. The mount for my CPU fan was bonked, so I had to buy a new CPU, a new CPU fan. Wow. Okay. So do you think that might be what was wrong with your Mobo? Here goes. Was it the problem all along? What's up, Steve? How you doing, dude? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Sheen says, nah, there's replica morphers with the power coins for the original 5 and the green and white ranger. Damn, sounds fucking sick. Replicas, huh? They're pretty high quality. How's your weekend, Steve? I think we're not going to get a high score this time, guys. I'm really just kind of playing casually right now. I'm trying to unwind a little bit, to be honest. And I had a very exciting weekend. And I am feeling like I need some rest. I need a whole lot of sleep last night. Oh, you son of a fucking... Oh, my fucking... It's okay. Let's just try and survive. Let's try and... so basically, if you lose... This is a horrible stage to die on. These are the worst stages. In fact, I'm just going to kill myself, to be honest. I don't feel like playing anymore. We have what? We have another 40 minutes, right? Let's try and get one good run here. A few bugs had been crawling all on the back of it and shit. My mobile was just straight up busted. A few bugs had been crawling all on the back of it and shit. Okay, so something got fried. Some bug made some kind of contact. And I've heard that as being an issue with motherboards. Sometimes they'll be fried because there'll be some kind of bug crawling along it, and he'll make contact between, you know, two places that aren't supposed to make contact. And then boom. He dies, he gets burned up. And then your Mobo gets fried as well. Maybe that's what happened, huh? You don't want skateboards, guys. Skateboards are good for speedruns. I just realized? Hang on. I haven't used a skateboard in so long. Do you think that you get like a bonus for riding a skateboard? We gotta find out for science. So bananas are worth 50. Pretty much everything's worth 50, right? 50. 50. Everything's worth 50 right now, fruit-wise. Why is that one worth 100? Because of timing, maybe? 50. I'm gonna get on the skateboard and see if it gives me more points. No, it's the same points. So the thing about skateboard is you cannot stop. You can't stop rolling, which means you're gonna roll past all the good power-ups. Because again, the power-ups in this game are invisible. And the only way to find them is to stand where they are and then jump. And you can't do that with the skateboard. You're boned. Right here, there's a bonus stage right here. Right here. I can't go there because I can't stop the skateboard. There's no way to stop. You can slow down a little bit, but you can't stop it. Can't stop the rock. So this thing is really not that useful. Yeah, see all this power-ups I'm missing? It's kind of a drag. There you go. Yeah, let's not do that one either. Restart. Exciting, eh? Maybe because your copy of Mario 64 was cursed and you had to deal with being haunted? No, you didn't have to deal with being haunted. Oh, that is pretty weird. I looked up, Steve. Apparently, man, I looked up online, like, images of the final cutscene in that game, you know, the final static image. And it's the same one I always got, of course. It's the same image we found. But I'm the only guy on the entire internet, I guess, that thought that there looked like a face back there. So, I'm kind of curious about that. I wish I could get, you know, Miyamoto-san on the telephone and be like, yeah, what the fuck is that face back there? What is that supposed to be? I think it might just be, you know, some kind of low-res something whose pixels are getting so garbled it appears to be a face, you know what I mean? It is a very low-res image, but it begs the question, what is it? What is it back there? I can't tell. It's too blurry. Yeah, but still very exciting. CPU looks fine as of right now, but I'm still unsure of that. Yeah, I might have got burned up, huh? Hopefully it's fine. Bugs crawling up it, huh? What a drag. Good night, Austin. Merry Christmas, dude. Whee! This game requires very high execution, very a high amount of focus, and again, I'm really exhausted. I'm really, really exhausted. I don't expect I'm going to be getting many high scores tonight. Maybe on Wednesday we'll get a good score. Really, I'm just trying to chill. Catch up with my people. I'm not trying to wreck myself playing this game tonight. I think my high score in this first stage is usually 12,000? I've missed a few things. Well, that pineapple with 200 points? Jesus. Let's see, so I got 8,700 points. And I think usually I get like a few thousand for this. There you go, that's gonna be around 12,000. Hey, is that gonna be 13,000? No, well, I can't. Oh, it is, wow. That's crazy, why is it so high? I swear that's quite a bit higher than usual. Just skip that first egg. The egg is a skateboard. The skateboards are really fun. It'd be cool to do like a skateboard run when you got good enough at this game, but it does seem like it's a pointless risk. I'm not sure why you would want to get a skateboard in this game. Well, here's the thing about skateboards, I forgot to mention, they give you a free hit. So that's kind of cool, right? If you were only focused on survival, maybe a skateboard would be worth having, because you get farther jumps with them, which is kind of convenient. And furthermore, you can take extra damage with them. In this game, you always die in one hit, unless you have a skateboard. You can think of the skateboard as kind of like the red mushroom in Super Mario. Except much cooler. I feel like this game has a much more interesting risk-reward design than most platformers do. And one way that that's the case is that unlike the red mushroom, which gives you basically no cool, it doesn't really add to the gameplay at all. It just makes you, take an extra hit. And you can smash blocks, which who cares? Makes more sense to me than this game, the mushroom would not only give you an extra hit, but add some excitement to the game. Well, that was worth it. 400 points? I gotta kill that fucking fish of lies. 100%. You can't let him slip away. 400 points is nothing to sneeze at. Yeah, like I think it makes a lot of sense that the thing that gives you a free hit would also add some risk to your game, right? Because you get a free hit. Take advantage of it. Play a little bit riskier. Those pineapples are fucking godly, dude. I'm sorry. So this is, no, this is a cave, right? It's not so bad. The first cave isn't so bad. The second cave is pretty bad. So last time we missed a bonus stage here, I feel like, didn't we? That's what I feel like. We should keep our eyes open, guys. I don't want to miss that bonus stage again. Need them points. In most games, I don't care about points at all. But in a game this hard, where beating it is not really an option, like usually when I play a video game, and they're like, here's some points. I'm like, I don't care about points, I just want to beat it. I just want to finish the game. That's really my objective. I don't care how many points I have when I beat it, as long as I beat it. This game, I can't beat it. I really can't. I really, really can't. I don't think many people could. Oh, I'm gonna, no, see, if you kill them by running into them, you get a lot more points when you have the honey girl. I missed a bonus stage around here somewhere, I feel like. There's something here. What is this? Oh, key. Okay, here it is. There we go. That's what I missed last time. Whee. I'm a big fan of NES platformers. I think this might be my favorite. The design of this game is just so tight. It's just such a tightly designed game. Everything about it is interesting. You have to make so many tough decisions. Nothing in it is easy. Nothing in it is trivial! Fuck. I'm gonna keep it going, guys. We only have another half an hour to play. I'm gonna keep it going. It's gonna be our last run of the night. Normally I'd kill myself if I died right there, but who cares? Still gonna get you to try out Shatterhand then, huh? Shatterhand. I'm pretty sure I own Shatterhand. I don't know if I ever tried it, though. Is it really any good? I've heard mixed things about it. Look at my stones back. I don't get an extra life. So basically, that's, you know, that would have given me a ring usually, that power-up. If you have the stones at that point, you get a ring instead. And the ring, if you get 4 of those, you get a life, which is really, really important in this game. But at least I got the stones back. This game, you can't really win if you don't have the stones. Or the fireballs, whatever you want to call them. So you know what? It was worth it. We get a ring anyway here, right? Oh no, we get milk here. Oh, that sucks. I wonder why that is. There's some kind of... It has some kind of algorithm for determining what kind of power-up you get. I'm not sure I totally understand it still. I wonder if you have to get the milk before you start getting rings. Because when you die, it resets, like, some kind of internal multiplier that determines what kind of power-ups you get. I've noticed that before. So I feel like maybe... I mean, when you die, you basically get shitty gear. You get shitty loot after that. I know that it replaces your next power-up with a hatchet. It gives you, it basically favors the hatchet, which is really important. You know, you need the hatchet, 100%. So it's kind of nice it does that. And then, I mean, I know that the next, fuck, so I died last time, isn't it? Fuck, Jesus. You cannot fire willy-nilly at the birds. So it's kind of like Mega Man, you know, a lot of old school games that had sprite limits would have this thing where you can't have more than so many shots on screen at a time. This game, that's 2. You can only have two of anything on screen at once. And so if you fire willy-nilly, that means that you're going to be basically reloading. It's kind of like, you know, a modern game. A modern shooting game. If you're firing totally at will, then you're going to be reloading when you actually need to actually shoot somebody. So you kind of got to be careful. But here's the catch, right? This game's all about, you know, this game's all about decision-making. And the problem is that you have to fire all the time because you're looking for secrets. And you can only tell if they're there by shooting your stuff. So it's kind of like you have to be careful how you shoot, in other words. It's very subtle. It's not as simple as just, you know, don't fire until you see an enemy. It's really not that simple at all. You have to always be firing. It's just that you kind of have to be careful how you do it. You have to know when the enemy's coming up, then, you know, not fire at that point. Give him that Volkswagen real quick. There you go, easy. This game's, if it has a flaw at all, is that the bosses are too easy. I would say that the bosses are kind of a celebration of reaching the end of the stage, or the world, or whatever. That being said, they're not interesting to fight at all. But we're not doing too shabby on points, really. The flowers give you double points for eating fruit. That's a really cool part to get at the very start of the stage. I think we just missed a secret item. Hey, what's up, Tech Plug? How you doing, dude? Abdelete. Watch the undersides of the clouds, guys. If they're dark like this one, they're going to drop. Or otherwise move. They don't always drop. They do always move. Whether it be, you know, going into the sky or moving side to side. In any case, it's going to be something dangerous. There's a fish of lies here, I feel like. Maybe not. Oh, man, what a bait. They got me. I shouldn't have tried to go for that. That was like a Mega Man pixel jump, and it was really savage. I should be able to see right from looking at it, it was not going to work the way I hoped. Yeah, it's not going to, I can't get that. Fuck. So this is going to be a hatchet. It would normally be a honey girl. So I just missed out on, like, you know, thousands of points just now by dying right there. But at least it gives you a hatchet, right? So you're not totally boned. I'd rather have a hatchet than a honey girl right here. Even though the honey girl's worth a lot more points, the hatchet is necessary to survive. Yeah, Tech Plug, yeah, of course. It's going to be starting in, what, like 20 minutes? As soon as I get a game over here, basically. Okay. That's a really bad run. I'm not surprised. I'm not really in the mood to play this game. Not really in the right state of mind. This game is hyper-demanding it to really be focused. And really, I'm just exhausted. What are you thinking about here, Ghost? Instead of playing Smash, okay. play Metal Gear. Oh, okay. Play Metal Gear instead of Smash. It's pretty smart, dude. Pretty smart. Except that, no. Okay, here we go. I like the way you think, but I'm already committed to Smash. Oh, fuck! There's another one, I think. There he is. Wow, I'm dead. So you hear that splash? I never heard the splash sound effect before. When you die by falling in the water, you get a cool splash. I love Metal Gear. I'd love to play more Metal Gear 2, but that's a problem I have on the stream all the time. Especially now that we're trying to experiment with more non-gameplay focused content here on the channel. That's part of the reason why I've been kind of hesitant to move away from gameplay here. There are many things in life I think would be interesting to stream. Aside from video games. But the problem is that there are so many fucking games that I want to play on stream with you guys. That I can't play them all. Let alone also doing programming or whatever else. But we're moving away from the viewer's choice time slot, guys. Our next week is our last week of viewer's choice. And that's kind of tough. I always would like to have more time than... I'd always like to have more time to play games. But playing games all the time has... the way we've been doing it anyway... has not been enough to keep the channel afloat. Right now, our channel is definitely in danger of dying, guys. Financially speaking. I'm dead, aren't I? No, I'm fine. Whew. Oh, I don't have the fucking stones. That's bad. It's alright. We'll get them around here somewhere, I'm sure. Like I said, guys, if you don't already have the stones, then the next hidden egg you find is almost always stones. You just gotta find a hidden egg, and we'll be alright. These snakes, for the longest time, I didn't know what made them fire. Is there a hidden item right here? I didn't know what made them fire their little baby snakes, or whatever the hell they're firing, fireballs or whatever. Oh, it's a boulder of lies. That's game over, guys. We're gonna do one more run, I guess. We have plenty of time here. A variety game streamer who doesn't stream games. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna be a variety game streamer, Steve. I'm just gonna be a variety streamer. Streaming games for 40 hours a week, 8 hours a night is not bringing in the bacon. And I have to, it's a catch-22, right? Catch-22. I want to be able to make enough money so I can keep streaming, so that I can play games like Metal Gear, Metal Gear Peace Walker. Metal Gear Peace Walker, right? But it's funny because I can't keep the stream afloat by doing stuff like that. So it's like, at what point, it's a balance of compromise, right? Like anything in life. I gotta find something that's interesting to stream, that people enjoy, that I enjoy doing, that at the same time has a better chance of, bringing in subscribers and patrons and that kind of thing. And to be honest, I don't know what the hell that would be. I'm not even sure that's a viable... In fact, I'm almost certain that's not a viable economic model, based on my experience over the last 2 years. I think that you really can't do what I'm doing and just kind of come on here and stream for 8 hours a night and be able to make enough money to do that. But what I'm hoping is that by changing up our content here, by trying some new stuff, that it'll help, stimulate me and help me get an idea. Because right now I have no ideas. Right now everything seems pretty doomed. But maybe if I try something new here, I'll get an idea. That's my hope. I think you stream what you want to really... I think when you stream what you want is really what could potentially bring people in, You're right. Here goes. You're definitely right. And I don't intend to stop doing that. I think that it's very important to our our vibe here that I always stream something that I find interesting. I would never go and stream if there's, let's say, I don't know, whatever people would stream to make money, hypothetically speaking. There really is no such thing, for one thing. Some people think that, you could just sell out and go stream Fortnite, but you really can't do that either because all the other Fortnite streamers are all way more popular than you are. Nobody wants to watch Vencabot play Fortnite anyway, even if I was going to try and do that to, as a way to bring in more viewers. It wouldn't really bring in any more viewers, to be honest. That being said, we gotta stream what we feel like streaming, right? We have to. That's just how this channel works. But there are things that I like that aren't just, video games. I love things aside from video games. Maybe we could stream some other cool stuff, like more programming stuff, maybe some more creative stuff. Music production. Writing. I don't know, man. More behind-the-scenes YouTube type stuff. Video editing. But whatever happens, I kind of have to use that as a way to kind of grow my experience here as a content creator, and then leverage that experience to say, okay, now how can we How can we afford to keep doing this? What can I do now to make this something that we can afford to do? I've always had this ideal, where our model has been, that the stream is like a club. I'm the guy that's kind of like the groundskeeper. But, the people that enjoy hanging out here kind of help it, kind of support it. Even if it's only like, one out of every so many, viewers kind of puts in a couple bucks. It's sort of like, that's kind of how it stays afloat. The problem with that is that it's nowhere near enough. And I'm not sure what ever would be. For a long time, I kind of hoped against hope that at some point it would be enough. If not now, then at some point. When I crunched the numbers a few weeks ago, I realized that that's just not really super duper viable at all. Even if we had, 10,000 followers and an average of, 200 viewers at a time, I think that the way that we stream here, again, 40 hours a week, and then again, when the stream ends all night long, it's not really, even if I had 200 viewers all the time, it wouldn't be enough. I mean, you say that, but how often do you play a game from viewer's choice and say how much you dislike it? Yeah, that's true, but I enjoy the experience of playing it. It's not a matter of, here I don't look at games like playing the games that I like. I look at playing a wide variety of games. That's what interests me. Even if I'm salty or if I hate the game, I still find it interesting. That's my goal here. I would never, ever stream something that I had, well, I shouldn't say never, ever, but only 5% of the time here, I stream content that I'm really not interested in at all. Even when I hated Metal Gear Solid 2 the most, there are times where I really fucking hated that game a lot. I'm still glad I played it. Even games like, God of War, I really fucking hated. God of War 1 and 2, I fucking hated those games, but I'm still glad I played them. Because they helped me kind of, widen my perspective on games in general. That's what I really enjoy about playing a variety of content here. It's not always playing games that I like. I kind of don't like that many games. Yeah, Bloodborne, for instance, right? Bloodborne. That's why I stopped playing Bloodborne, to be honest. Because those were those games where I really had no interest in playing it after a while. I don't like that game. I already proved it I don't like it. We already played through it once. Yigg. Oh, got him. But you're right, here goes. I play a lot of games here that I don't like. But that's part of it for me. He said God of War 2 so godly. What's up, Yigg? I play a lot of shit in here that I don't really like. That's cool for me, though. I don't care. That's all part of it for me. Like, for one thing, there are a lot of games that I love and I think about playing all the time because I love them so much. But the problem with that, too, is that when you're streaming games, and Yigg can attest to this. Oh, wow, I thought I was going to be able to make it for sure. I think you're right here, Go. I think you're right about that, too. But again, that's true of anything you stream. It's going to turn somebody away. I was just talking to Task Force Faust last night about how I feel like there are some kinds of content that have an easier time finding their audience than others. Is this going to be a hatchet now? Hey, wow, that's nice. I agree that it's a tough sell. When you're playing games that you hate and you're just bitching the whole time, it's a tough sell. But being critical is part of this. Being critical and being salty and being frustrated and just hating on games in general is part of the stream. That's part of my creative ideal for the stream. But you're right. It's not going to be for everybody. It might even be for very few people. But that's part of what I like to do. I wouldn't want to do a stream where I was just positive all the time. That's kind of contrary to, like I said, my creative ideal. Again, some people like my friend Joey Cruz and Yigg. They're both very positive streamers. They're both very positive. They really do their best to always be positive. And I respect that too. But I really am a hater. I'm a super hater. There are some things that I really love, and just as much I hate a lot of things too. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. And it's really important to me to express both sides of that. And I feel like, there have been so many times where I've been looking at gaming content, whether it be, Let's Plays on YouTube or... Let's Plays on YouTube or, gaming journalism. And I feel like it's just too damn positive. It's just too damn positive. And I feel like if I feel that way, somebody else probably does too. There's got to be an audience for... There's got to be an audience for a streamer who's, sometimes they're just hating on some shit. I've heard there's a YouTube burnout where people feel they need to be positive 100% of the time and it kills them slowly. There's that aspect of it too. So really, I'm just concerned with representation. Representation. Being critical of games. You know, when I'm ecstatic about a game, I really express it. Because there are so many games that I love so much. But when I really hate a game, to me it's equally important that I really be verbal how much I hate it. Hirgo says negative could be your gimmick, right? Negative's not really our gimmick here. If I really went all in, maybe it'd be more effective, what Hirgo is saying. If I was just always a game hater, then maybe I could sell that and be like, yeah, listen, come here to watch me hate on games. But the fact that I'm really not always like that, I mean, kind of dilutes it, kind of makes it difficult to watch when I'm kind of having a bad time. People don't really get entertained by watching me, you know, not have fun, is what Hirgo is saying. Not as entertaining to people. I think you're right, Hirgo. That's something I have to work on. Something I have to think about. But again, it's kind of it's a compromise. To me, that's all part of it. It's been my hope that there would be some viewership that would understand that and appreciate that. I missed something from Yigg, I feel like. No, I was loving Venk's God of War playthrough. I told him to get flashy, he was like, no, I want to get this game done with. That's true. That's funny. Hey, what's up, Mr. Henry? Hey guys, it's your boy. Make sure to follow, subscribe, retweet the like, favorites, and worship, and donate. Thank you, Mr. Henry. I appreciate the backup. I'm still, like I said, if I sound kind of like bleh, a little bit groggy, it's because I had a very exhausting weekend. I'm happy to have Mr. Henry here being my hype man. I'm not feeling all that hype right now, although I'm not in a bad mood at all. I'm actually in a pretty decent mood. I'm just not feeling super energetic. Probably use some water, to be honest. Here Goes like to think of Venka as my friend, so I really enjoy it. Thank you, Here Goes. I appreciate that. I think of you as a friend, too. It's kind of weird, man. Being a streamer is kind of weird. I oftentimes do think about how it's like... And one of my main ideals with the channel here is to kind of have it be... It's really more of a social thing. Again, the gaming is really cool and everything. That's part of it, but that's really secondary to the social aspect. And it's kind of weird... You know, this age we live in, this new media, where I look at, when somebody new enters a chat, I always look at them as a potential friend. Like, this guy, you know, could be my friend if they want to be. But obviously, not everybody here is for that. Oh, fuck! Some people aren't here for that, which is cool. But it's kind of, the fuck, you guys see that? There's definitely a hidden, yeah, there's an egg here. It's kind of weird, man. Oof! As a streamer. You have to kind of balance a whole variety of different levels of intimacy with people. Especially as the channel grows. I was telling Yigg about this last night, or a couple nights ago. As the channel grows especially, it becomes difficult. Because you want to be everybody's best friend on the entire stream. That's nothing will make me happier. But, of course, there's a limit to how much, you know, my attention span. And it's kind of frustrating. That you can't always... Like, you know what's really salty for me, guys? Like, for me, the most frustrating thing is when somebody in the chat's having, like, a bad day. Or maybe even worse. Maybe, you know, somebody's passed away in their family or something like that, or they're having some kind of problem, financial problems. And it's frustrating to me that I can't dedicate 100% of my attention to that person. That's the weirdest thing about being a streamer, hands down. Oh, fuck. Oh, wow, I can't believe I survived that. What's up, Threevenge? How you doing, dude? Everybody's gonna be my friend. It's weird because people can manage, like, I try to be respectful and let every person that comes by, you know, manage that level of how much they want to be my friend, but it's tough, because I'm kind of that kind of guy. I can be kind of, perhaps overly eager. It's my goal to have people, you know, determine their own level of involvement, right? They can decide how much they want to be invested on their own. But it is kind of weird. Okay. That's what I love about tournaments, guys. I know it's kind of a shift in topic, but we're gonna be having Frosty Faustings coming up here And to me, it's really cool I can actually go out and meet people that I know only through the stream up to this point. And be able to engage them on a more personal level. To me, that's that oh, wait, what? There's an item here, right? Sure there is. But where? There it is. We'll pause the game here. But for other streamers I watch for the Outer Heaven guys, I'm there because they're cool people playing Metal Gear. Yeah, so some people watch only for a certain game. And I think those are more, typically speaking, those channels will be more successful. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys will disagree with that. I feel like in general, if you have more focused content, then you have a higher chance of success on Twitch than a variety streamer. I think that's considered to be pretty common knowledge. And you're right here, Ghost. If we had stuck with Final Fantasy Tactics, for instance, that was one of our games that had the highest viewership on this channel. When we stopped playing it, there was a big backlash. I think that if we'd been playing that game for 2 years, by now we would have a much larger viewership. Probably a more dedicated viewership of people that are really obsessed with Final Fantasy Tactics. This is not really what I want to do as a streamer. Here goes against Valta, huh? Bad Day viewers is so whack. Because I mess around and stop everything to try and make them feel better. It's tough. It's tough to find a balance. And especially as your channel grows. I would love to be everybody's best friend, man. That's like the ideal. And I want to get as close to that as I possibly can. Anybody that wants, anybody that wants a friend, that is. Get as close to that. Oh fuck! I missed a bonus stage. It's okay. Get as close as possible is the goal. But I feel like there's a certain level of wisdom that it requires to know where the limit is. How to not overextend. If you overextend, only bad things can come from it. Whee! What time is it now? It's almost time for Third Strike, guys. This game is fucking amazing, but I'm really not in it right now. You have to really be focused on this game to actually succeed at it. And I'm really not at that point. We'll come back on Wednesday, though, and we'll be stronger. Yeah! Oh, fuck! Oh, man. I did it. No, skateboard sucks, dude. Skateboard sucks. But somebody like Eris, I will always tune in to watch him play. Because I just like his personality. Because, like, for example, I used with the Outer Heaven guys, I'm there for Metal Gear, and if they were to suddenly play Final Fantasy, per se, I would have a zero drive to watch. Yeah, you're there not only because they play Metal Gear, because they're knowledgeable, they're good at it, they're experts, you respect how they play Metal Gear, right? But if they were to play another game all of a sudden, it wouldn't really appeal to you as much. And I have that problem, that's why our stream here has, 1,000 followers, but our average viewership is like 15. Because those are people that have followed at one point for one game, and they really had no interest in watching any other games here. They enjoy the channel for that game. Then I started playing some other game they had no interest in, or maybe even some different era. Let's say I only focus on retro games, right? If I only focus on retro games, again, we would have a community of people that are focused on retro games. But even then, we don't only play retro, we play all kinds of cool games. We play modern games, horror games, AAA games. I know the outro, right? We play a wide variety of games from all different genres and stuff, and so it's kind of like, to me, that's cool. And I feel like there probably is an audience out there who would find that cool. That we kind of, we kind of try and be very broad with the way that we approach gameplay. And not just gameplay, too, but we watch cartoons and stuff, all kinds of fun stuff. I'm trying to I would like to sort of get a pretty well-rounded perspective. I kind of think of it like, friends hanging out, right? When friends hang out, they don't just do one thing. Oh, I'm dead. You could stream 4 hours of him taking a shit, and I'd be there. Eris, on 4 hours, that'd be one hell of a shit. That'd be one hell of a shit. These guys are living legends, these little banditos. I think they're raccoons. What the hell are those things? Little kobolds. Yeah, our content here is very unfocused, and to me, that's kind of part of the idea. At the same time, it is definitely when you stream that way, you're kind of limiting your growth. I personally feel like, especially early on. I think maybe larger streams that are, you know, kind of more celebrity focused could probably get away with that. But to say the very least, we are not a celebrity focused stream here. To say the very least. I think a bit of focus could definitely help. I totally agree. I totally agree. You have to pick something and stick with it and do it for a while and kind of build up. That's kind of why Third Strike here is our biggest show, right? Because it's what we've been doing for the longest time. It's what we do. It's the only thing we do on the entire channel that we do consistently. And it's no wonder then that it's kind of grown the most. I could probably jump over these guys, huh? Oh, no, I guess not. That's pretty tough to get past those guys. Not to say that you should only stick to one game or something, but maybe a month or something could work. I don't know. Maybe you mean like for an entire 8-hour streamer. Yeah, because that's kind of what our long play is for, and the long play does sort of work in that respect. The long play is kind of like people will join in the middle of the long play, and they'll come back night after night to watch it play out. But then again, when that long play ends, then they leave. Where you can take your time and not feel like you're rushing through it. Yeah. I think you're right. I'm going to go on a very short break, guys. Come right back with some Third Strike. Again, I feel like on Wednesday, we're going to probably have a more consistent run for Adventure Island here. I'd like to maybe beat our high score before the end of the week, but we'll see what happens. As usual, guys, you guys enjoy the channel. You want to keep it online. Patreon's a huge way to help out. Even $1 a month helps me buy gas and groceries and that kind of thing. Helps me keep the stream online. Without that support, I kind of have to go out there and get a real job, and that means much less time to not only stream, but also do the behind-the-scenes work to make the stream possible. If you're like me, you want to help out financially, but not exactly, maybe you can't. Maybe you're a part-time student, or maybe you're a full-time worker, we have a house to pay off and a family to feed. Help for free in that case. Get in the chat, come say hi. It's very important. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Here goes, and Yigg and Steve and all you guys. Shin, of course. Threevenge, all you guys that come by and make stream more fun for me as a host and more fun for each other. I feel like it's kind of a cool way to kind of draw people to the channel when people are in the chat and being friendly and being active. Also, you can help by following on Twitch, tell your friends we're here, spread the word, and save clips. They're all real cool for my break screen guys. Also, check out YouTube at youtube.com/Vencabot archive. Go subscribe over there. We have 139 subscribers now. I think I'm pretty proud of that. More than 1,000 videos. That's part of what I do every night that takes so long, is put out YouTube content. We get like one video per day on YouTube at minimum, if I can help it. And that's all kinds of cool long plays, lots of Third Strike, modern games, indie games, AAA games, retro games, online stuff. It's a huge variety of content. If you're a Patreon member, you have even access to even more videos, about 500 more, that are only for Patreon members, because they're kind of new, they're kind of rough, they haven't really been touched up yet for YouTube. I'm going to be right back, guys, with Third Strike. I'll see you guys very shortly with 3S. What's it says? Dick's being friendly? Friendity? Friendity, it's a kind of a cool word. Enjoy your dinner, Yigg. Yeah, skateboard. Personally, I don't like viewer's choice because it does feel like you're pressured to get through it as fast as you can. You're right, here goes. It is kind of a drag. Like, the idea behind viewer's choice was...
Oh, that was Faceless had that.
To kind of help people feel...
gimmicks.
Like, another ideal of the channel is to help people...
Gimmicks.
I like for the viewership to feel as involved as possible.
No way! No way!
I feel like you guys in the chat are co-hosts for the stream. If not for you guys, I'd be here talking to myself and it'd be way more boring. You guys effectively are co-hosts. At the same time, I'm always looking for ways to get people more involved. And if that's kind of the idea behind viewer's choice, it replaced the old random games time slot. And random games was different here, guys. That was before your time. But random games was a game that I would pick at random and then finish it over time. And that was kind of cool. And the thing about viewer's choice is that I don't get to do that because we only have 1 week to play the game. So it is kind of like a sampler, really. It's not really like I'm going to always beat the game. It's more like a sampler. And that's kind of cool, too. It kind of fulfills the same need of introducing variety, that I'm not just playing the same 2 games all the time. I like to kind of mix it up and move through stuff, and so that kind of helps me in that respect. But it does have shortcomings. Oh, hell yeah, I could hear goes, definitely. And in fact, that's usually where it comes from, 99% of the time. But I'm always looking for ways to kind of make the channel more like something that people could feel is something that belongs to them too. Maybe right here goes. When I watch other streams, I feel like they're not as fixated on the chat aspect as I like to be. Maybe as long as I keep that as a core principle around here, maybe I don't need to focus so much on other ways to make the channel more interactive. Maybe that's plenty.